It's Tuesday, February 25th. And let's see if I'm up and going. All right, so I'm going to click and see if I'm up. Let them send me notifications so if you guys chat with me. But I thought I'd get on here and see if I could chat with anybody for a minute. Okay, cool. Cool. This is cool. There was been an update to my software so I can see the chat a lot easier, it looks like. So if you are watching and you can hear me, would you like put something in the comments for me just so I know that I'm visible and audible? That would be awesome. And yeah, I think that's so I just wanted to get on here and say hi to you guys. I got my brace off. So I had rotator cuff surgery a month ago, 6 weeks ago to be exact. And I got my brace off like yesterday. So I'm super excited. I feel like I can fly like a bird now. I can't raise my arm like any higher than this, much higher, but it's getting there. So I'm excited, but I wanted to get on here and talk about a couple things going on. One, Rootstech is next week. It starts next week, next Thursday, and they're still on sale right now, the tickets. So if you are interested in going and you haven't bought tickets, they're $30 off still, which that's really good. They usually don't have them on sale like up to this point. Um, this close to the event. So next week it is. I'm excited. If you're going to Roots Tech, let me know in the comments. Let me know, and I'm super jealous. I don't see any comments, so I don't know if I'm not sure I can see the chat. Um, Shoot, bear with me if you did leave a chat because I'm not seeing it. Technology these days. I gotta be able to see you guys. I hate technical difficulties. It says there's like somebody watching, so if you are watching, yeah, there's no chat. No comments, I mean. Okay, I'm just gonna keep scrolling. Keep rolling, I should say. It is late, which my bad, but um I meant to do this a couple hours ago, but my sister and I were working on creating a family group tree. So I was helping her, and I'm going to explain to you something about the new family group tree um, that you're going to want to know. I just created a video and launched it on Saturday about family group trees. It's been fully released a couple weeks ago. It was fully released, so I wanted to go over everything because it's confusing still. I didn't think it was going to be, but it still has some things that are confusing. So I'm going to point out one of those things that I noticed, actually two of those things that I noticed on the family group trees that is you're gonna have problems with if you come across it. So um that is about it with that. So I just want to make sure I can see the window and all right. I usually like don't leave my lives up here, but I'm gonna leave this one up after I record it. And I'm just messing with my other screen right now. It is awfully late. Okay, so if you're not registered for Roots Tech or you don't know what Roots Tech is, it's the largest genealogy conference around the world, in the world and around the world. So it's a live, virtual, and in-person event in Salt Lake City, Utah, right by where the Family Search genealogy library is. So if you are planning on going, I'm excited for you. I wanted to go, but I just can't. I had surgery, not working, all the things, right? But most definitely, I'm going to go in 2027. Most definitely, I think 2027 is going to be my year. Uh, um, so get registered if you're not. And then another thing is there's just so many classes. So if you're not familiar with Rootstech, there is a bunch of classes that you can come back and watch on demand, and they're like right here in this browse library. And if you want to filter by skill, speaker, or topic, you can do that here too. So if you're looking for like, beginner classes or intermediate, this is where you'd go. Or if you have somebody that you're looking for that's speaking, you can come here and find them by that way or by topic. But I scheduled some sessions a couple weeks ago, actually, probably last month, um, or in December, but I scheduled some that are online. And there's so many good ones, it's hard to choose from. But these are the ones that I scheduled. I want to learn a little bit more about Scottish ancestry, all the new tech stuff coming out, I'm super interested in. So I'm started with these, but I haven't finished. And there's so many. But if you are going in person, you're going to want to download their app. So when you go online, you'll see that they'll have a link for you to download their app once you're registered. And that's where you want to do your in-person schedule, because it's going to also give you a map of the Salt Palace and like where all of your sessions are, which is going to be really helpful. And just really try to enjoy yourself. They always say like bring plenty of water, drinking water. They do have water fountains there, and they'll have, concessions to buy, but make sure you just bring snacks. Bring some water, bottled water with you, or, a thermos, something like that. And then try to enjoy yourself. Just know what classes you're going to take. Take your time and enjoy the experience while you're there, instead of worrying about, oh my gosh, I got to get to this class. I want to take this class, because that would be my brain completely, would be just, I'd probably miss the whole, you know, everything about how cool it was, because I'd be all stressing about all the classes and sessions and stuff like that. So you definitely want to do that. Enjoy your time there. I'm just going to check something here on my end. Okay. All right. So now, I'm not going to go through all that with you. I just wanted to let you know, get signed up. If you're not going in person, get signed up virtually. It's free. And then you can always come back and watch classes that you weren't able to find time to watch. That's usually what I do. And not all the classes will be saved, but a lot of them will, which is good to know, right? Okay, so last Saturday, I launched this video right here. Um, Private family trees full release on Family Search. Yeah, so it was very confusing to start my family tree last year in March when they launched this. It was very confusing for everybody, and they've really cleaned it up a lot and made it a lot simpler to use. So when you go to Family Search now, so actually let me back up a second. So in the video I go over everything, but like something new that I discovered, and that was because I was having an issue with getting my sister in the tree, but I wasn't having an issue with getting her in the tree. Before I go there, I noticed that they have a new family search homepage, so check that out. They moved the family feed over into memories now, or into groups, sorry, right? Yes. Oh yeah, no, it is found in memories. Sorry, I was right. So they've moved it over into memories, so that's going to look different. And they just like simplified the page so it's not so busy. And let me show you what it looks like. So this is it. This is the new family search page. And if you guys can see this okay, if you're watching, just let me know in the chat, please. And so this is the new family search page. But what I wanted to show you is if you go over here to family tree, you can go to family groups. Now, this is where you're going to find your family groups. And I'm going to go over into my family group here. So I want to explain to you something I've discovered, and that is the fact that number one, you need to have that person added in this tree before you add them, which is what I did. So I added my sibling into the tree. And for a couple days now, we've been trying to figure out why she can't see the tree. She showed up in the tree and she's like, I can't see the tree. Um, it says that I'm not added. And I'm like, I know I added you in the tree. Like you can add somebody here, the copy from Family Search. You can go here and add somebody here. It is really easy to do, right? So we kept trying and trying. I did all kinds of things. I called Family Search today and wasn't sure if what I did worked or what I had thought I figured out worked until she got home and could check it on the computer. I got home from work. So we did that and she's like, I still can't see my tree. And I'm like, why? So you can add multiple people on here. Doesn't matter if you have duplicates. She should have showed up and she's showing up on my end. But the problem is that her name was spelled differently than what as uh, differently than what it was in the tree. So if you add somebody in the tree, this is so whoops, that's not where I want to go. Um, I added her in the tree with her maiden name. She put herself in her tree with her married name. So she's got her maiden name in the tree that I made, but when she is on Family Search under her private tree, her original person profile is under her married name. And she's like, would that have something to do with it? And I was like, I wouldn't think so, but maybe. I was about ready to add her like a third time. I went to this area because if you go here, this is where you're going to see additional spouses for the parent. And so you can see the additional spouses here. And so if I click on, the spouse, I would think to see my other siblings, but that wasn't the case, or I could see them, but she couldn't see them. So this is just the family tree itself. Um, so if I go over to my family group tree and I click on my dad, you can see there's these dots or these selections here open, right? And if you go over there, you can pick which is the preferred spouse, and then the sibling will appear underneath that spouse that I was missing, right? So it's what I did. Now you have to refresh the page once you do this. Once you change the preferred spouse or anything like that, you're going to update the tree. So now it has the preferred spouse, okay? And then if I look down, there are the siblings that I was missing, and here's my sister, but she did not have a check mark on her name. So my mom had a check mark, my other sister had a check mark, but Marie did not have a check mark. So I'm thinking, what the heck is going on? Um, so come to find out, you guys, my sister was in there. I put my sister in as Marie Harrell. She put herself in the family search tree as her married name, Marie Hire. So when I changed her name um, to higher, she was able to connect and see herself in the tree. Prior to that, she could not see herself. She's like, I'm not here. It keeps telling me I'm not here. And it will tell you if you get an invite to a family group tree and you're not in the tree yet, it's going to say, you've not been added to this tree yet. Get to ask the administrator to add you. So I had added her, but she wasn't seeing herself because her last name was spelled differently. Now we've corrected that. She's corrected that on her end, and I explained why she would want to have her maiden name as the main the main surname in here. So that is something that you want to be aware of, and that you can switch these around so you can see the other siblings. Now, I don't like the fact that I have to do that, and I'm going to give them some feedback on that. So this is the thing about Family Search and their labs that they have, and they have all these experiments going on, is in the group trees feedback right here, Family Search group trees feedback. This is where they want you to go if you're having problems with something and you can't find the solution. Come here, read the discussions. You're going to need to sign up or register. Um, register, like I'm already signed up for family groups, like feedback groups, community groups is what I'm trying to say. So I might have to register for this group in particularly. But you can come down here and see different discussions where people had questions about issues they were having, like cannot see the wife in the group, or um, duplications have appeared from my private family search pedigree. So come here. I did answer a lot of questions in the video that I did, but there's possibly going to be more. You might have some more. So if you do, come here and see if you can find your answers. And if not, you can call Family Search or you can ask a question in here. You will need to register for the group though. And that's like that with like all the different variety, variety of community groups, I believe. Because I don't know that, oops, the internet's been acting slow today. So I am registered for this group. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. But this is where you would want to go if you need help. And then there's also, let me go back to my group here. Go back to my group. And when you do that, I want to go to, gotta click on the picture or view group, I guess. Down here, need help with family group trees. There's more answers to questions down here also. Okay. And then get started. It should be pretty easy, but there's some things that it gets a little tricky. So if you have a blended family like I do, you're going to run into some of these hiccups, I think, with being able to see all the siblings. So if I switch back over here to my father, okay, and then I'm going to refresh again, then I can see my other siblings, which I wish they would show like spouse and then siblings, spouse, like show all her spouses and then all the siblings. I'm sure you guys, there's many of you have come from a blended family and are gonna feel my pain. But yeah. So make sure you pay attention to this right here. That's where you can switch and see additional, and then also there'll be a drop down menu also here for additional children. Uh, show. I think that is all I wanted to show you on that at the moment. And can't remember. Oh yeah, so Family Search Labs. If you're not familiar with it, come check it out. So if you go in there, there's a new experiment, and it's the chat box is here. So that is right here. Ask a help chat box. I want to show you what that looks like. And then it looks like this is getting ready to be launched right here. The CETs, um, owner used tree. I'll talk about that in a minute. But family group trees is still here. But like I said, you're going to get it. You're going to find it up here in this tab on the top left where you can go down to family groups. But if you go to ask a chat box, so now they have a live chat box, which before I think it was like, I thought it was called Ask AI, but that's not the case. So I typed something in here about, I don't remember what I typed, but it's really quick and it was very accurate. So I like this new feature so you can get answers on the fly instead of having to go up here and ask in the question mark box. And then they also have like all other like they have other sections here. Like it's late and I can't think getting started, and they have more training videos, stuff like that. Um, but if you go back to labs and go to this right here, the user tree. So anybody who's ever, and you can still do this, anybody who's ever uploaded a GEDCOM, they are uploaded into genealogies, and you can search them, but you couldn't edit them or do anything to them. So now what they're doing is they're enhancing their systems so users can upload and build and modify those trees only if like the owner gives permission. So it's not like you can just go in there and start changing all these trees. So they're actual GEDCOM trees that people have uploaded, but they're going to have the family search interface. So what you see on family search right now, the profile and details page is all going to look the same, is from my understanding. And then you can help create directly from those trees, sync them, and then you can also lead them to other third-party genealogy products and websites and stuff. So this is going to be really good for, I think, too, like I probably a lot of people who have, gone to the other side have left genealogy trees here for us all. Um, so to see, so that's really neat. I like that. So if you want to apply, you can apply right here, which I did. I haven't gotten any kind of notification yet, but if you want to collaborate and help enhance those features, definitely do so. Sign up. And then I noticed that I know Ancestry's had some updates to their DNA origins, so go check it out. It's their comparing. So if you go to DNA and go to their compare section, this is new. And you can compare like regions. So you can compare persons by regions, journeys, and traits, which is neat. So I am going to make a goal this year to do better with my DNA um, data that I have and actually do something with it. I haven't really done anything with it, so. And then yeah, so this is pretty cool. This is my ancestral origin. So I am German, English, Scottish, and Balkans. So Croatian, Slavic in me from my mom's side. Like my grandma is full blooded. Yeah, my grandma's full blooded Croatian. So my mom would be like half. So I got like 10% of that. But this is new. Spain, that's new. I didn't have that before. So that's kind of cool. Interesting. Portugal and Spain. All right. I'm just fumbling around on here. because usually I don't get to do this when I'm recording videos. So I was hoping I'd get somebody on to talk to, but that's okay. It's okay. Uh, can't really see where my chat bar went anyways. If somebody was chatting, I wouldn't be able to see it right now. So come check this out. And then My Heritage has some updates too. So they have their ancient origins has been updated. And I've always loved My Heritage. As far as their DNA section, they've always been ahead of Ancestry by far. I don't know about recently. I think they still may be a little bit. They have a they have really good DNA tools. And one thing I like about My Heritage is that a lot of people from Europe test with My Heritage, which is really nice. Yeah. And losing myself. And then okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted with my two screens. But I have some new ones like Canada. I noticed on Family Search, Rootstech has or Find Your Relatives has started again. So I have some Canadian ancestors. If you haven't, that's what I wanted to share with you. I almost forgot. Okay, so Family Search. Let me go back to the main page here. If you go to Rootstech, oh shoot. It does this from my phone, so much simpler. I'm just gonna go to, I didn't know if they added a tab on here for it. Activities. Nope. Okay, here we go. Find your relatives. I'm going to post this on our Facebook group. So if you want to join the Facebook group for the Joyous Genealogist, the link is in the description of the video or of the YouTube channel. And then I don't always put it in the description of every video, but I will try to remember to on this one. So you guys can have it. But so I'm going to post this in Roots Tech or in Facebook like I did last year, and we can see how closely we are related. So come on over to the Facebook group and let's see how we're related. So this is really neat if you haven't done it. It's really cool. So I did discover I have like a couple more ancestors from Canada. Uh-huh. So invite your friends to relatives at Roots Tech, make more connections. So there's two people so far that have joined that have the same last name as me, and one's from Missouri. And they were last year. I need to connect with them this year because there's somebody here in Missouri that has the same last name as me, and I didn't know that I had any relatives in Missouri with the Borton name that I didn't know. So, all right. So, I will share that, and then you can view your relatives here on a map. But I want to see this real quick before I do that. Oh, so I would just put in the name I'm searching for. Okay. So I have 15,000. Last year I had like over, I want to say by the time it was all said and done, like 60,000 relatives that I was related to. So let me know if you guys have done this or not. You got to have a family search account to do it or it won't work. Okay. You got to. You got to. Okay. Now you can see these are the relatives that I'm related to over here on the left, and it shows you where they're located on the map. Like, not their direct address, but. So I'm going to dive in. Kristen Cohen did a video yesterday on DNA. She's from Ancestry. She's their Ancestry gal, and she's. I'm going to take all her DNA classes this year that she's putting out on the web, on Facebook and YouTube, and get together and like not get together, but actually get it together and do the DNA like she was talking about because if I go like I haven't color coded my like I haven't made any groups. So that's what I'm talking about when I say I'm going to dive in. I haven't done I haven't made any groups with my family to show to try to like match my DNA matches with my parents and so forth. So you can come here by parent and see your ancestral regions and all of this stuff that she was talking about. And they've updated this a lot, she said. So you can better see how much percentage you got from each parent. I believe matches split by parent. That's on plus. Okay. But I'm going to make some groups and label my parents in my groups. So I'm going to do that this year. I'm sure a lot of you are farther ahead of me than that. Back to where my brain was on family search. Oh, Rootstech. Oh gosh, I'm all over the place now. This is where I was. So somebody is in Missouri. What is this? What? Oh, this is new. I don't remember this from last year. Okay, so this is sixth cousin. This is so weird. Fourth cousin. But why do they all look like this in a circle? Are these all the same relation, I'm assuming? Mm-hmm. Maybe. By location. Canada. Oh, let's check out Croatia. Mm-mm. No. None. Dang it. So oh, I got somebody in Vietnam. What? That's cool. Just because they're like so far away. What? That's cool. Spain, Switzerland. Hmm. That's cool. So these people right here have joined Rootstech and they're related to me. Saudi Arabia? What? My ninth cousin? You guys, this is really cool. I have more people from out of the country than I did last year that I'm related to that are joining Rootstech. A lot more than last year. So there's a lot more people joining from around the world this year. These are a lot farther back cousins, which kind of makes sense. Ghana, eighth cousin. Guam. Hey, he's got a picture. I wonder why he's living in Guam for. France. Hey, her name's kind of like mine. Dubai. Dubai. Australia. Angola. I was hoping that I could find one that's like like a second or third cousin. You guys gotta come try this out. So much fun. My stomach's growling. Oh yeah, I forgot to eat dinner. Japan. Man, you guys add your pictures on here too. It's so much better when you can see people. I got 12,000 from the United States though, so have fun with this, you guys. This is really cool. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add that. I need to check out her. Go by family line. Refresh. So family line. Yeah, I don't understand that. I could never find anybody from my dad's side last year. They were all like on my mom's side. Like these are all, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why it was so hard for me, like, to find people I'm related to on my mom's side. Hey, I need to connect with him though. I'm going to connect with him. So I added him to my contact list. Price. This might be on my dad's side. I think that's my grandma, but yeah, I don't understand that. Do you guys have like one side that you find more relatives for than the other side with the find your relatives? I just don't understand why I couldn't find anybody from my dad's side last year that joined Find My Relatives. So it's disappointing. And there's 174 people connected to Henry here, or that I have in my tree. Descendants. These are all the descendants. Wow. This is really neat. All right. So get involved. But yeah, come check out the My Heritage. There's a lot of stuff going on here with My Heritage. This is what I got in the email the other day. So they introduced their ethnicity 2.5. So there's more. It's just like ancestries. And then introducing my stories. This I have not looked at yet. So we're excited to announce the launch of My Stories, a new global search that enables you to capture your personal stories in a beautiful printed book that your family can treasure forever. Okay, how much is it? How it works. Hmm. Well, there you go. That's cool. How much is that? Let's go there. Order now. This is a lot like Storied. I mean, it's even the layout looks like Storied. Okay, so let's go back to My Heritage. Okay, so let's go home. Where's Stories at? Charts and books. Deep story? Eh. They also came out with the newspaper uh, search engine too. But I was gonna look, see, I was gonna click on this right here, charts and books. Okay. Oh, that's cool. It will create it. Okay, but what about the book? I've never really looked at this section. I don't see chart, multiple pages. This isn't it. Photo discovery. Like where? Photos, family trees. Okay, let me go back to that tab then. I just wasn't going to click on it because I just figured it was in my heritage. So log in. My stories. Nope, I don't have an account. So I guess it's separate from my heritage. What does it say? Order now. One year membership is $100. Weekly story prompts. One hardcover color printed book. So that's really cool. So every day it's going to ask you something. And then by the end of the year, it will be done. And it will put together your story and then print the book. So it'll come up with its own questions. I really like this idea. I like storied, but it's a little bit different than this. This is prompting you every day and then it compiles it. Whereas storied, you have more control of like what you're putting in the book. It's similar to this though. Very similar. This is really cool. And I bet they're going to have it on sale for Rootstech. That's really cool. All right. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's cool. Let me know what you think. Um, Back here. I'm going to check this out some more. I like this idea. This is such a good gift idea. I gotta definitely check this out more. That's really neat. Okay, so let's go back. And so with this, I did some updates and they added more regions, is basically what they did, it looks like. So if you haven't been on here, come check it out. So here's the introduction video. And they also add tons of records like everybody else. Fantastic response. Oh yeah, this upcoming webinar, Enhance Your Family Tree Accuracy, this was just put out today because February 25th. So you can actually still watch it for free, but it will go into the Legacy Family Tree webinars and then it won't be free. So if you can watch it. Also, while I'm thinking about it, if you guys are watching this video, if anybody ever watches it, let me know if you would like me to do captions because like transcribing my videos so people from other countries can have it transcribed. I've been considering doing that if there's a need for it. So this is really cool. So James Tanner is a very good presenter. He's really good at doing this stuff. This is what he does. All right. I don't know him, but I just know the name because I've watched a lot of his things. So I know that I need to get better at the consistency checker. Okay. So that is cool. I wanted to point that out to you guys because that was something I was interested in myself. And then playback family stories are just one click away. Okay. So there you go. Check them out, you guys. I'm subscribed to their newsletter, so if you want to get them, just subscribe to them in your settings and you'll be set up. But I just wanted to get on here and chat with you and tell you what I found. So maybe I'll do a live tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm going to go. It's getting late. I'm tired. I don't want to fumble over my words. So, all right. You guys take care. Thanks for watching. If you watched it, just send me a like or a comment or something, a thumbs up. Say, hey. Let me know if you're going to Rootstech. Send me, get me a souvenir. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. See you on the next one. Bye.